Excuse me, folks, if you can hear me, or maybe you didn't, or maybe you did, I don't know. But feels like it's been forever again since I can say, hey, it's Tuesday night. But yes, we are, I guess we're back. We're back as long as this thing will stay up and going. It almost didn't happen tonight, but it did. I'm probably going to be having a lot of coughing fits still going on, all that good shit, but I'll mute myself out so I don't piss everybody off. And if you're wearing headphones, take them off because you might hear something that you don't want to hear. But anyway, the only reason why y'all folks come to this shit anyway is because, of course, the smoothest transition in the world, and because it's the longest running show, I think, in the world also. So there you go. Two for the price of one. I think I'm done talking after all that. I'm just going to let these guys talk. So here we go, folks. Smoothest transition. What's going on, folks? It is, it's the True Vapor Show. I don't even remember the name of the show anymore. And it's show number 477. I'm ready to get into the 500s, but the way I'm going, we'll never see 500s because I'm no longer consistent. So it's just never going to happen again. But Mark is already drunk, or he's on his way to getting there. Mike has been doing prescription things, and I won't say any more than that. And I'm still trying to get over whatever's been given to me. Whoever gave me this gift of this fabulous whatever sickness I have, thank you very much.
Whoa. Stop. Put your mask on, please. We don't all want to get sick.
Yeah, please put it on.
If I had it laying around here, I would damn sure put it on too. But with that being said, I know if y'all want, it's up to y'all. I don't know if y'all have anything new or not, but if you do, take it away, Mark.
We got the whatever the hell this mod's called, the Ascend, or I don't know. It's an older mod from whatchamacallit. The Typhon GT4 is still going strong. Vaping on Brett's custard that he gave to me in I think August. Delicious. We got disposables, not that they matter, but then we got this thing, whatever the fuck this is. Geek Vape, I think? I don't fucking know. I think it's Geek Vape. There we go. What's in it? Juice. And we're sipping on some Michelob Ultra because I'm old and woke.
Damn.
And it's hangover-free beer. Take it away, Mr. All the way from Greece on his yacht, Michael Vapes.
All right. Hello, everyone. Good evening. So we are vaping on some new things, finally. We got the intake dual on the Boxer, Dual 21700, with some raspberry custard. Also vaping on the Parsons side-by-side with the Eclipse. And there we got some ATL, PKG, and I think the same liquid. Yeah, same liquid I got inside. The Blaze Dual RDA on the Therion, right? Therion V2 DNA 250C. That's it. That's what I'm vaping on. ST, talk to us.
That's kind of hard to do nowadays, but same old shit, man. And just one thing tonight. I do have a little story with this one, and it'll show my age. But anyway, Tripod V2, the Boxer, and I'm still working on this shit right here. This little bondage. This is the only thing that I have used in weeks now is the Stevie Marquez bondage. Where do I want to start real quick? Well, quick funny story, and again, this will show my age real fast. So last night, I was like, you know what? I'm going to break down this RTA completely. Every screw that I can take out of it, everything that I can do to it, which just isn't really a whole lot, but I'm going to break it down and I'm going to clean the shit out of this thing. I'm like, anytime that I do something like that, put it all back together, fresh wick, coil, all that crap, it's just kind of like a little bit of enjoyment sometimes. I did all that. I put it back together, and something didn't seem to be going back right. And this is where age is starting to kick in, and it scares me a little bit. So for any of y'all that know about the Tripod V2, you could take this top piece off, and it separates from the deck. And what happens is you can take it off, but you need to flip it upside down so your juice doesn't come out. But you can twist it off, pop it out. You can see your deck. So if you needed to re-wick or do something with a full tank, you don't have to empty your juice out or anything. For whatever reason last night, my mind tricked me into telling me that when I spin this to take this apart, that the juice flow controls automatically shut, and when you pop it off, they stay closed. And I kept telling myself, that's how this works. But it wasn't working like that. And it was pissing me off, and it didn't seem like this thing went back together correctly. I put juice in it. Wasn't any juice leaking, but it just didn't seem to be vaping right. So I broke it all down again, put it back together. I even looked at a video, somebody else's video, just to confirm in my head whether or not I was imagining things. And the whole time, I was imagining things. It wasn't the way that I thought it was supposed to be. It was being done right the whole fucking time, but I convinced myself that I was doing something wrong. And dude, I spent an hour being stressed, pissed, about ready to throw this damn thing away, and just, I couldn't believe it. And I had to finally sit back and say, you know what? You're an old son of a bitch and you're fucking starting to lose it there. So, do y'all have any of these moments, or is it just me?
I have those moments all the time.
Every day. I've lost that shit a long time ago. I'm trying to find it again.
Oh man, like I said, I don't know. It was just weird going through that last night because I was like, I had convinced myself that this thing was jacked up somehow, and that if anybody knows that the Adamazoo products, like the tripod, and I can't even think of the what is it?
What is Adamazoo? Is that a Greek company or Polish? There's somewhere.
It's
Where
Greek.
they at? Greek, Mike. That's your thing.
What am I doing?
Tell us what's going on with Adamazoo.
What's an Adamazoo's?
Well, Adamazoo is a good company.
It's a Greek
the
company.
How the hell would I know?
I don't know.
Because it's high-end products, and that's all you deal with.
No, I don't. I'm all about the blaze.
Mike, come on now. But
High-end product right here.
there it is, Mike. Now it's time for Mike to shine on his products. So this was like the story leading up to the bigger story. Take it away, Mike.
I really don't have no story on it. It's just the best high-end. Oh, by the way, you guys are vaping on the wrong RTA
Here we go.
or high-end. If you're looking for a high-end RTA, the single coil Eclipse.
There you
Oh,
go.
I'm sorry. I don't have one. I'm sorry.
Good luck finding one. They're not made anymore. You might be able to find one online somewhere. You never know, but I don't know. I actually have one for you, Mark, but it's in New York.
You son of a bitch.
Well,
I think this maybe March. I think in March I'm gonna bring all my shit over here, all the vape stuff.
I can tell you this. If you send it to Mark, and I believe Mark's had one before and he just doesn't remember.
I never had one.
I think you did. I don't know if you did a review on it, but for some reason I think one was sent to you.
He did get it, and he threw it in the garbage.
Yeah,
There
Mike
you go.
knows. Like when he sends me shit, now I start selling it. I sign his name on the box and I sell it for really high amounts of money.
You can make lots of money off that shit. I've tried it myself a few times.
Go
in
on
the
eBay and
past.
just type in Mike Vapes. You'll see shit popping up for thousands of dollars. It's me selling shit.
Oh man. But well, I see we got some people joining here, and I'm guessing that y'all are getting ready to do your New Year's Eve shit, or you might be doing what I'm doing, which is not going to be much of anything because I'm scared to go out on New Year's Eve now. There's too much.
Too much sickness going on. I ain't.
That for one thing. I don't want to be around anybody. Dude, I had to run to the store earlier today. And it's made me paranoid going out for the past few weeks doing things because, you know, every time you're in somewhat of a crowded store, there's about like 20 some bitches in there coughing and hacking. And it's like, oh my God, here we go again.
You know what I do?
I'm going to catch a shit.
You know what I do when if I'm like, for example, I've been in Home Depot and Lowe's like almost every day this past week. 2 weeks almost. Anyway, as I'm walking, I see someone approaching me and they're coughing. I take a deep breath, walk by, I don't breathe or nothing, and I just keep on holding it until I can't no more. And I'm like,
I
You
thought
have
I
to.
was weird.
been
I do the
working.
same thing. I do the
It's been
same fucking
working.
thing.
God, man, I mean, it's that time of the year where all the sick folks are, because people are off work and they're all out and about, and everybody, like I said, is sick right now and just passing their shit on to everybody else. But it's taken too long to get this shit out of my system. And like, I've been dealing with this shit now since November, and I've never had something to last this long to completely get out of my system. But
Oh,
yeah, it's
I heard
not.
about that norovirus, Jason. Is that the one that attacks your stomach and your gastro, like you're puking? And if that's the one I'm thinking of, I heard about that. That's going around over here.
Yeah,
There's all kinds of fucking.
there's a lot of shit going on, but
Dude, I'm telling you, it's coming to the point where you order everything off the internet. You don't leave the house because there's too many fucking viruses floating around, and everyone just lives in their house. That's it. You don't leave the house.
yeah, well, and we've all done that before here, not in the past few years ago, but
Yep.
Yep.
I don't know, man. There's certain things that I have to go out to get because for one thing in this world I've never done and I will never ever do. Well, there's quite a few things, but some main things that I'll never do. I'll never order groceries online and have somebody bring them to my house. Never
That I
ever gonna have that done. I have never done Uber Eats or any of that shit because I'll be damned if I'm going to have a complete total stranger bringing a bag of food to me that he could have been having his way with right before he pulls up my driveway. No way in hell I'm ever doing it. People are some trusting some bitches out there that allow others to bring food like that.
Fuck that, because the Uber Eats drivers are the same people as the Uber drivers, and
Yes.
I've been in Ubers before, and it's like, hey, no way you're bringing my fucking food.
I don't think they're the same.
That.
Well, I'm going to
Uber-
say this. Hold on. Let me say this real
No,
quick.
Uber Eats is different.
No, I think, but I think they both are the same. Like
I think
have
they
the same
are too
apps.
because
No, I know people that do Uber Eats and they don't Uber.
Oh, they
have
don't
nothing
Uber?
to do with
Okay.
Uber. So
but
I
I
don't
know
know.
some people that do Uber that also do Uber Eats.
You have to sign up to do Uber.
Yeah, I
Eats.
guess you
It's
can
not
get
together.
more in your little catalog of things that you do, but excuse me. And if anybody that's watching this show or watches the replay and you're one of those people that delivers Uber Eats and all that, I ain't knocking you for what you do. Everybody's got to make their damn money. I just don't trust a complete stranger. It's bad enough, like if you go through a drive-through or to some fast food place and trying to pick something up, because dude could just be wearing your food out right then and there. But to have it go through double that, where if you've pissed somebody off or somebody's just pissed at a day that they're fixing your food and they just try to contaminate it somehow, and then you just happen to get that Uber Eats driver that's having a bad damn self on top of all that shit, you might get double the whammy in your crap. But
I've never ordered Uber Eats stuff like that, but from watching videos, usually the food, the bags, they're sealed. They got special stickers on them.
okay,
But
I still don't trust it.
yeah, I don't order from them
I
too.
still don't trust it. Ed, no, I'm not drunk. The furthest thing from my mind is this body getting any alcohol in it for as long as that. I've
Yep.
been kind of under the weather, so. But anyway, so what's been happening with you, Mike?
Oh man, just renovating my garage. I'm making it into like a showroom garage. So I'm just going buck wild in there.
And this is going to be kind of like a new studio after it's all said and done.
Yeah. It's gonna be a new studio. I'm getting it ready, so this way it's gonna be the new recording studio. It's gonna be in there. I got a new garage door coming that's insulated. I already have AC in there. Fixing up the whole inside. I'm gonna insulate the attic, so this way everything is nice and tight in there for the cold AC to stay in there. So Yeah, I'm going buck wild with this one here. New air.
So
I already put a new air conditioning unit. Actually, I moved my air conditioning unit from inside the garage up into the attic.
damn.
Freed up space. I'm restoring the ceiling. I'm documenting all of it. I already did one video explaining everything. Part 2 is recorded. I just got to edit it. And tomorrow I start recording part 3.
So is this just going to be strictly for your other channel? Or are you going to be
Yeah,
doing?
for the other channel. No, for
Okay.
the other channel. No, this is the Mike Vapes.
Well, I didn't know if there was going to be kind of a flip flop of things, like where you go out there too sometimes and do, which I
I
would.
could, but I don't think so. I'm just gonna hear maybe, but nah.
Well, that'd be cool. Are you still got, or are you still getting people to hit you up for the other channel for things?
Yeah, I reject that so many. I actually do have flashlights coming in for review.
Oh,
You know, like
nice.
EDC flashlights from that Woobin company. Woobin, I think it's called.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a bunch of flashlights coming in. So
Sweet.
those I'll probably do the video in here.
I'm
Just flashlights. But yeah, I'm going crazy in there. Going crazy. Tomorrow I have a guy coming that's gonna do what do you call it? A texture. What's it called again? Jeez, orange peel
the
texture
textured
on the ceiling. Yep. So this way it all looks like brand new with the texture. Even though I hate texture, but it's the cheapest way to go about doing it. I'd rather it being just flat,
Flat out.
no texture. But I know in New York that's the way the majority are. The old homes have texture and stuff, but for some reason, like here in Florida, I think other states too, texture is everything. The only thing they do. So yeah, I'm doing texture. I'm gonna paint the ceiling black,
Oh, okay.
and I'm painting the walls. Right now they're a light gray. I'm gonna go darker gray on the walls, and then the flooring's gonna be black and slate gray. It's gonna look sick. New lighting, new lights.
Sweet.
So yeah, it's a whole series. I'm doing everything. Whatever I'm doing in there is going to be documented. So, pretty cool. Psyched.
Sounds like a fucking party room. Holy shit.
It's a good fucking distraction. It's going to be beautiful. I might even start sleeping in there.
Uh-oh. It's getting serious now.
Have you ever seen those I don't know what they're called, the garage floors where it's like really glossy and like
Yes. They
What
do
is that
the,
called?
Epoxy flooring.
Epoxy flooring. Are you ever going to do that or no?
No, because first of all, they're not. It's not the greatest. It's good to do it on a brand new construction, but what happens is with the epoxy floors, especially like here in Florida, in the summertime, the heat from your tires driving, when you pull into the garage, the heat from the tires is transferring to that epoxy floor, and it actually destroys it.
Oh,
So
okay.
you'll see marks where your tires are
yeah.
sitting. Yeah, I don't want to. Plus, it costs so much more money. The flooring I'm putting on is the best flooring for. You don't have to worry. Basically, what I'm doing,
I got you.
and it looks badass. So
I almost, and this was many, many years ago. This was even before I was into vaping. I almost bought one of those do-it-yourself epoxy kits from like Lowe's.
Oh, that's scary.
horrible.
Oh, I know. Well, I was looking at it, I was thinking, oh man. I said, my garage would look pretty good with this. And then I thought about it for a while and did a little research and thought, nope, I need a professional to come out and do that if that's going to be done.
People epoxy their countertops and all kind. Like it looks good in pictures, but it probably doesn't hold up that well.
The only time I see epoxy floors look good is when somebody has a butt ton of money and has paid some awesome ass company to come in and do it. Because I've seen other people have it done and it looks like shit.
Yeah, but how long does it look good for is the question. Like it probably.
I think if it's done right, it'll last you long.
Look at that.
That's going to be my floor.
Damn.
Dang.
I'll be sleeping in Mike's garage. Fuck that.
Yep. And then let's see if I give you a close up so you understand on the flooring. That's not showing me individual here. Maybe here. Oh, here.
Are you doing the flooring yourself, or are you having someone do it?
I'm doing it.
You're doing it.
Yeah. So
Are you doing?
that's the way the flooring looks. You you see the slots?
Yeah.
So any kind of dust, debris, little debris falls through the flooring onto your garage floor. So your floor always looks clean. Then once a month, you could just grab a vacuum and you vacuum over, and it just pulls up everything, all the garbage.
Take a shop vac and just fucking.
That's it.
Oh, is that like one of those plastic things you kind of put together?
Yes,
Yeah, okay.
16 by 16 tiles, basic plastic tiles that interlock into each other.
I've seen. Yeah,
They have, and they're slotted so this way, you know the way your garage usually has a pitch, so water could go out. So you could actually pour water and do whatever you want in there, and it's going to make its way out through the tile.
I seen a guy did one to like a little garage he had, and it's like he had a mallet, and he was popping them into place all over.
Yeah, you can do a mallet or by foot. Marcus, yes, Swiss tracks. That's what I'm doing.
Hell yeah!
I already ordered. I'm waiting for that delivery to come. My lights came, so I'm waiting for the Swiss tracks to come. But I gotta obviously paint, do all my painting, whatever I gotta do. I'm ripping out my whole pressure washer, the whole wall there, with all those dual pressure washers, all the piping, everything's coming out. I'm redoing it all.
You know what's coming next, Mark?
Nuts.
You know what Mike's going to have in there next? Pretty soon on each side, he's going to have these metal tracks on there with like these little roller carts that his high dollar cameras sit on so they can slowly push, and he'll have little fog machines in there. So all these cars he's pulling in doing shit, he'll get all these wicked ass shots with it in there.
Hell yeah.
I've seen those 2-story garages. I'm going to wait till Mike he's going to get bored and build on a second story to the garage.
That's plans for next year.
Yeah, see, the garage will be bigger than the house.
Well, I'm building another garage attached to the house on the other side of the house. To be a nice big garage.
Thanks. So
I just want to point out one quick thing that I noticed today when I went on my YouTube channel, because I got 4 strikes last week, so that's why I couldn't do anything on YouTube.
Yeah, tell us about it.
When I got back on YouTube, I noticed that the shittiest video that I did 2 weeks ago on the shittiest, well, I mean, not really a shitty product, but no one has no interest in it. It has 16,000 views, and that's what I think I come to the conclusion that companies, I think, are buying views for certain videos.
Mark, I'm so glad you just brought that up.
16,000 on a complete product that just makes no sense.
I hadn't talked to the boys in just a little bit, but it was a couple of days ago, and I was kind of laid up in the living room looking at TV, and pulled my phone up and was just kind of browsing YouTube. I was like, you know what? I don't think I've seen Mark post a fucking video in forever. And so I just went to his channel real fast, and because it was a recent video, it wasn't too far down the loop, and I noticed it showed 16,000 on it. I was like, whoa, how in the hell?
That video, when I put it up a few days, it was only at like 500 views. I'm like, no one's going to watch this fucking thing. And now it's at 16. No, there's no way.
What is
And
the
you can
product?
tell, have the comments gone up?
Nope, they haven't. That's when you know that the company bought view. It's a disposable is what it is. Just from a company you never heard of.
I'm not going to mention the company's name, but I'm pretty sure they bought views. I did a review for their product, and it was doing the normal. Then all of a sudden, from one day where it was like at 8,000 views, it jumped up to 51,000.
That's crazy.
I'm like, no way.
There's no way.
You know what though?
I think they bought views on it because the comments just stayed the same, but that kind of jump.
I have been kind of thinking myself, because obviously, especially if I do something, I kind of look at others to kind of judge where things are at sometimes. And I won't really say any names. I'll just do this. Let me lift it up. You see that right there real quick?
Mr. Bob.
I'm wondering, if you go on YouTube and look this particular company up with their products, everybody, and I mean everybody, gets some pretty hard ass numbers on their fucking videos. And For how many I got on this particular one, opposed to anything else I got, the video was nothing grand, nothing special about it. It's like how I do any of the only thing I did different on this one was sitting in my truck compared to everything else, and I know that couldn't have made a damn difference. But everybody gets crazy views on this particular company.
Well, Mr. Fogg is pretty popular when it comes to disposables. So that I can understand. But for something that no one has ever heard of, that really is just kind of...
Well, hold on. Did you go to see other people that's posted their shit?
No, I haven't. I don't even think anybody even has that other... Has
pull it up real quick and see if folks... Look real quick, because I'm curious.
Someone had to have bought...
I mean, that's pretty crazy. How long did you lose the channel this time?
I want to say 5 days. Holy shit, Twisted got 44,000 views on this video. All right, there's no fucking way. They're buying views for this video. The company's buying views.
Yep. They're buying views to make it look like it's popular so people will click on it.
Yep. 44,000 Twisted got? Come on. I mean, I know Twisted does good videos, but...
You go look at his channel. Go look at his channel. I guarantee you there's nothing else that he's done recently that has those kind of views.
I could just look at the comment. How many comments? That's how you can, like always says, look at the comments. If a video's got 100,000, all right, 10 comments on a video with 44,000
comments,
views,
you know it's bought views.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying Twisted bought them. The company's obviously buying the views.
The company's doing it.
Yeah. Why?
Well, the point is, so this way, when people are looking at disposal, they say, "Oh, this one's got a lot of views. Let me check it out."
But do you think that actually does something for them or
no?
not?
But they think it does.
That's fucking crazy.
I wonder. We used to kind of know because people were doing it, and we started seeing the price list for how many views per dollar, and it used to be like 1,000 would cost you 100.
It was pretty expensive. It was pretty expensive to buy views.
To buy views.
It's not even worth it. I mean,
well, you got to remember this too, because you're dealing with a company that's out of this country. They could be tied to a shit. Like they could have some kind of following and say, "Hey, we're sending everybody out this if you go give this thing a view," or however. I'm sure there's many ways that this can be done.
Yep.
You need to pull up Social Blade on that particular video and kind of look at the analytics to it. Or you can go into your creator studio and kind of do that. And you can see where the jolt came in.
Yes.
And if it was like a surge that just hit it real fast, it's some bogus shit.
And then since the 16,000 views, it's just died, right?
Yep. It just
technically it's not supposed to die. If
it went from
natural,
like 400.
Keep going.
It went from like 400 to 16,000. When I looked at it, I'm like, what? Get the fuck out of here. None of my videos get 16,000 views. Unless it's like a old smoke product. Like those used to get really good views, but 16,000? Yeah, no. Sorry.
You know what happened to me the other day? I got a copyright strike for music.
Yep.
For my music that I've been using for years. Only on one video.
They probably want you to put the link to the creator. You know how they always say to copy and paste it or whatever sometimes?
It's from YouTube, the music. YouTube
I was just fixing to say, if they ever hit me for my little startup 16-second little music thing, I got that free from YouTube. So if they ever hit me on it.
It's copyright free from YouTube, and I got a copyright strike. Not a strike, but a copyright thing where they're going to make the money off the video. And I'm thinking to myself, how are they going to make any money? I'm not even monetized.
Yeah. What sense does that make?
So I contacted YouTube. I'm like, look, how could I get a copyright on a song that I use on all my videos? And I got it from you. Explain that one to me. They still haven't responded, and nothing has happened yet. You know, I don't care if they got copyrighted, but still, just
somebody's fucking with y'all too.
Yeah, I was
Well, he got all of his strikes taken away.
Yeah, when I woke up and I got 4 strikes.
I'm considered a drug dealer, alcohol peddler on YouTube.
Well, here's the thing. If excuse me, if Mark wouldn't have saved that letter, he might still be down shit creek without a paddle.
Yeah, I saved the email from the one chick that actually went out and forwarded to whatever, I don't know, whatever department actually looks in the shit. And then after all the holidays, the next morning I wake up and everything was wiped.
See, you have a good person right there that you're dealing with because this person cares. The ones I'm dealing with are.
I'll send you her.
How could I put this? How could I put this? They're like the people in our government.
Yeah, they're very like. Yeah,
we just want to get paid and not do work. Anyway, yeah. Yep. So it's like, come on. I'm like, watch the video. They don't want to watch the video. They just said, nah, you didn't follow guidelines. And then when, like I said, I think I talked about this. And then when I did the test to take the warning off, the question was exactly what I did in the video. And it said that, no, that is not against the rules. You're allowed to vape in a video. You're allowed to fill liquids in the video. You just can't tell them where to buy it.
Which we don't do.
So I'm doing, it just felt weird. I'm doing this thing to get the warning taken off, which takes 3 months, on something that you guys say I did, but it's allowed.
Hey, real quick, Mark,
whatever.
Ed wants you to text him when I go live.
I'll get right on that. Ed, what about your personal assistant, you son of a bitch?
Well, read the comment.
He says, text me when ST goes live.
Okay. Has Ed started drinking way early or?
Ed drinks early all the time. When he wakes up,
I'm just checking. I don't want to piss Ed off, so that's why I was asking the question. So
my issue at my channel was when I got the strike on the one video in August, and I did the little test. I got a strike during that 90-day period, so that test is voided. But that strike that I got was removed, so it was, my channel was so fucked up. But they just cleared everything.
Right now, you're on a clean slate.
Yep. Right now, I'm like, shout out to the person that did that because
I wish I had a person like that.
I'll send you her email.
It's not a personal email, is it?
Yeah. No. Well, it's a code and like at whatever.com.
It's obviously getting through.
Yeah, mine is YouTube. It's YT-partner support.
Yeah, but they have a name though. Mine's Maggie.
Oh.
Reach out to Maggie.
Send it to me.
I'll send it to you.
This will be a twist of how things work in this community. It'll actually be Mike dropping Mark's name to get some progress somewhere on something.
I'm going to ask her if she got a coupon code.
But that's how it is. Like
you gotta send me that email.
Yeah, no, I will right now. Every morning I had to email YouTube, and it went to a different person. But eventually, one person is gonna, be like, you know what? I'll forward this to whoever. Yeah, I'll send you her email right this second.
That's how it happens, folks.
I'm going to ask her if she could look at why I got a warning strike, and also why have I been taken off of monetization totally. It makes no sense to me.
That's happened to me too, and that's because we're promoting. I don't know why, but that one I didn't fight. I lost my monetization completely. That I did lose.
Well, I kind of feel like I lost mine because my channel's not really generating any money anymore. So
I'm gonna text it to you.
Yeah, text it to me.
Look at old Kid Bass. Kid Bass done stepped in. Yeah. I'm just reading through chat real quick.
Maggie Vapes knows Wendy Vapes and is related to Mike Vapes.
All the vapes are kin.
There we go. Her name isn't Maggie.
Maxine, sorry, Maxine.
You're gonna have to
don't wanna-
correct that, hippie.
I don't want to give her a
Maxine.
name out to everybody because then people are gonna be like,
Oh yeah, they're gonna be saying, "Hey, this is such and such."
because I don't know why my channel is getting hit so hard. Like I have no, they won't even answer. Like I'm like, what's happening? Like they
That's
don't know.
not right. They should be able to tell you why things are happening. The reason why is they don't know. You know that, right?
Yep, they don't know. I've
They
been
don't
changing
know.
it up now. On
Their
my videos,
algorithm is doesn't work properly.
You know
I've been
what
changing
though?
up the intro. I've been changing up things I say. I try not to say the word vape. Like I've been changing up.
None of that matters. I actually sat and read the rules. It's all everything we're doing is fine as long as you don't tell people to go and to buy it or give them websites or links. That's the only thing you can't do.
Something's got to be triggering that fucking. There's got to be a word or something that's triggering it.
But you know what's dumb about all this? I don't really care how big your channel is or how small your channel is. If there's some way that a private company like YouTube can generate money off of you at any cost, why are you not going to keep doing that? It doesn't make it, it's not like you're going to get in trouble.
If they just give me a straight answer, be like, if they would just say like, "Here's what you're doing wrong. That's setting off the shit. Don't do this," and I'd be like, "Okay, I ain't doing that."
There's reasons which I don't want to say here, just in case. But it all has to do. It all comes back to the jab. That's all I'm saying.
It just,
And who supplied it?
well,
That's it. That's all I'm saying. That's is why.
I wonder if I promote the jab in my videos if they'll let them slide.
you should. You should actually do videos of all that shit at the beginning.
Like before you go out and get this awesome tank, go out and get jabbed.
Do the intro with all that shit, and then show the product.
Oh, my nephew is in chat. Jason Vapes.
What's up, Jason?
Jason, hello.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like a Greek name. Jason?
Well, you should
We
have.
have the same last name.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I'm sorry.
Oh man, yeah. Happy New Year's to everybody out there. Even though we're at least in this part of the woods, we're still a few hours away from being into 2025. And hold on, I'm about to have a cotton fit.
Marcus, I have no idea who the fuck Susan is, but I can't talk to her directly on a Ouija board.
She could. She could
can
be
drink to
called
her.
out, but yeah, definitely Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy New Year.
We got a Russian in chat. Christovio Crispin.
How do you know he's Russian?
Crispum, how are we doing there, kid?
Why'd you say he's Russian?
Isn't that Russian? What is that?
Doesn't look Russian to me.
Anything that doesn't look English is Russian to me.
Well, the first part doesn't, but the Crispin kind of like, I used to know a dude named Crispin, but that was kind of his like gangster name. It wasn't like a real last name.
He'll
but
let us know.
He looks Australian from his picture, though.
Or is that a she?
if you can see
That's a
that
he.
picture, you a bad son.
No, I think it's I think it's a she, right?
No, that's according to his picture, that's a him.
Oh, I can't really see the picture too. That's
Well, Mark's got like Christmas ornament size fucking little things
Yeah.
you can look at.
He's
So
got a huge magnifying glass
Hell
on
yeah.
his display.
he
I
can,
can zoom in. See,
he can
unlike
see
Windows,
how many zits are on somebody's face on
There
these
you go,
things.
Portuguese.
Pull
I don't know how
up
you got Russian.
Portuguese, Russian, Australian, it's all kind of the same.
All the same, right?
Yeah, you kind of hit the map in the wrong spot, but
Different sides of the globe.
But yeah, man, it's this year has been I don't know if it well, this year's had some significant shit happen, but this year the year's gone by quick.
We say that every year.
We do say that when you get to but looking back on things, this year felt like now it feels like it has been pretty quick. It doesn't seem like it's been kind of like one of those long drawn out years, at least from my perspective of stuff. But
Well, get ready because shit's about to hit the fan come January.
what shit's about to hit the fan, son?
At least here in Chicago, when fucking ice gets fucking dropped off and they start fucking.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be
a Lulu
field
out
day
here.
out there. Devin, thank you for the donation. Mark, get your ass in Zoom after the show. We miss you.
Thank you, Devin. I'm gonna like that comment, by the way, not because we get like comments.
But yeah, it's
You got to stroke the algorithm. You know what? That's right. Jason's right. You do have to like kind of give YouTube a little bit of what they want, and they might leave you alone.
Yeah.
you know what you need to do though too. You also need, and I know we've talked about this before, but you know, way back in the day, we always used to say, "Oh, it doesn't matter how many likes you get on a video or the interaction or any of that shit," you know, yada yada yada. But it does matter, all that shit. All these things help how a video is going to be seen. I watch random YouTubers that run into like brick walls with their channels that are pretty large. And it's like all of a sudden when their channel is not generating any money or something and they're kind of pissed, they'll do a video on it. And then they get all transparent of all their numbers, money that's made, shit that's happening, and because they're making a living off of this. And it's crazy to see some of the annual revenue that these channels are getting and what they're pissed off about. Because this particular YouTuber was making a very healthy living each month of what they were getting. And even where it's been kind of throttled down a little bit for their lifestyle that they're living, because I can see what's going on and I can almost kind of like grasp what their monthly income would need to be to support everything they're doing. And it's still pretty good, but they're pissed because I guess they got a taste for like the higher revenue each month.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then when it drops off, they're kind of like, hey, I'm getting screwed here. I'm fixing to have to go back to, you know, freaking Target, working a cash register or whatever the hell. But I'm like, shit, man, you know, sometimes you got to adjust a little bit to, you know, keep things going. You know, it ain't always, YouTube is like doing something like this social media. I give prompts to a lot of people that make their living off of this. It would scare me to death if in my mind that this was my main source of money and this is how I had to survive, because you don't know what month to month is going to look like.
There's no security.
Absolutely no security.
Next month, you could be a millionaire, and the month after that, you could be broke as shit because shit changes. That's why I never rely on social media income. Never rely on that shit.
Or you piss somebody off.
Yep.
And your shit gets turned off just like that, and bam, there goes your revenue.
Or things change, and you can either A, become a sellout and just make money, or B, be true to yourself and not make any money. So, yeah, that's what I'm like. Social media income is such hit or miss. Ooh. There's no security there at all.
Yep, that's why I'm probably next week I'm going to put an application and try to get a job working at a Home Depot.
I find that very hard to believe. Mike will always be on. Mike will always be.
Let me tell you something, Mark. The only reason Mike would be going to Home Depot is so he would do like part-time hours just to get the benefits of getting shit cheaper there that he needs for the garage upgrade.
Mike only goes to Home Depot to hire Mexicans to do the work for him.
Nope.
Here we go. We're gonna start going off the deep.
Right away, he calls them Mexicans.
What
now
are
they're
they?
all Mexicans.
Hispanics, Latinos.
Mark, hold on when you crank your own live up after this one goes off, after you start throwing down with them.
Yep.
All I'm saying is when I had to build my son's little basketball thing, I went to Home Depot to see if there's anybody standing outside. There wasn't one outside. So that's a myth. That is not true, I don't think.
I believe
they are outside. They don't stand in Home Depot parking lot. They're right outside the parking lot waiting.
I believe that strictly in certain areas that goes on, because all the ones I've ever been to in this area, I've never seen people stashed out waiting for somebody to roll up and say, hey, I need you to come do this to the house.
Yep. There you go. See, Happy Hippie said Home Depot does not do employee discounts.
Oh, then fuck Home Depot.
Well, then you better check on Lowe's or something like that.
I'm actually applying to both.
Menards is way better than anything. So
I don't have a Menards here.
Oh, you don't? Oh my God!
Menards is only a northern thing. They're not.
Yeah,
south.
not even in New York. Where no Menards.
Picture Walmart and Home Depot put together. That's what Menards is.
We have what do we have over here? Tractor Supply,
We've got
Northern
those.
Tools.
I
I
need a
think
beer.
Menards is strictly a Midwest, but it's all north shit. I don't know, something like that.
I went to last week to Tractor Supply for the first time. I was kind of impressed with the place. I was like, oh, it's pretty nice. They have a whole section for dogs, dog
Oh
foods, and
yeah,
I was like, huh?
Tractor
It's called
Supply.
Tractor Supply, and they got a. I couldn't believe the amount of stuff they had for your pets. Yeah,
Yes, they do. They've got a lot of stuff in there, and they've got like a lot of.
clothing section,
Yeah, they have those. There's a lot of shit in there. Tools, all kind of shit.
tools.
The one here is huge on like lawnmowers, weed eaters, all the
Yeah.
name brands, and kind of big on that shit. But yeah, they're a little faster to get in and out of too. Not like having to go through a Lowe's or a Home Depot that's always crowded and packed, and you got to park a mile out just to get to the front door. But
Cheryl, she's sleeping right now. She's not in the room here with me. I had I did a video. I can't remember which video it was, but I'm recording a video and I think I'm sitting like this or like this. I don't remember where. No, I was like this. I was like this, and then you could see the dog start walking
oh
right
goodness,
by in the review, and I put up. It said Steve with the question mark.
oh shit. Excuse me. Six Pack Kid, thank you for the very generous donation there. He says, Happy New Year's to the OGs. Mike will get a job at Home Depot to work and do reviews on tools, get paid to work, and get paid for reviews. There you
You
go.
ain't joking. That was my idea too. I was
That would be pretty awesome.
I was doing videos, quick videos with my cell phone at Home Depot.
You know
That would be
what?
pretty sweet.
That would be a pretty cool racket to where, like if Home Depot says, hey, we're going to donate some tools because we know you've got a big following. We want you to do a review on the tool and you keep it. Well, say like you got shit like this already. You do the review, they kind of, let's say you get a little payment on top of doing this, and then you turn around and sell the tool. You could profit many a times on a deal like that.
Yep.
I don't like Home Depot. It's too much of a manly store. I have to go to Menards and Lowe's. Like Home Depot's too manly. Like the
Well,
floors are
Lowe's
dirty.
and Home Depot are basically the same thing. Menards is
No.
kind of like, what?
You think-
What's
Do you think
different?
Lowe's and Home Depot are the same?
Yeah, at least they
No.
are here.
Lowe's is much more polished. It's a more inviting store than Home Depot's too like
Like
I don't know.
hard working ass
Yeah,
hanging out,
exactly.
wanting to grab my tools.
I
Exactly.
prefer. I don't know why I prefer Lowe's, but I do prefer Home Depot for certain products.
you got to know what you want if you go to Home Depot. You got to know exactly what it is you want.
Exactly.
I will
exactly.
give you this. Lowe's is more of an inviting store. I guess that's the best word you can say. It's a little nice, a little bit more polished looking, even though at the end of the day, both stores sell the same shit.
Oh yeah.
But there is times that I've gone to Lowe's because it's a little closer to me and realize, well, they don't have exactly what I need, and I can go to Depot and bam, there it is.
Yeah,
That's
I hate-
happened multiple times.
Like if you want to get if you're looking for certain tools and you're strictly a Milwaukee tool person, you're not going to get that in Lowe's.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, Milwaukee tools are the best tools. You know, better than DeWalt, better than Flex, and then Rigid, all those companies.
I'll tell you something else.
Metabo.
I'll tell you something else. Something that there's a difference between Lowe's and Home Depot, and this is like the craziest thing. Lowe's has its own variety of toilet seats. And if you go to Home Depot, they have a completely different name brand and a different thing going on there.
Lowe's carries Craftsman. I don't think Home Depot does. I know Craftsman's out of business, right?
But Craftsman is trash.
Is it Craftsman used to be the
garbage.
best thing in the world
Well,
now.
Sears
Now
used
it's
to own
Years
Craftsman.
ago. That was when they used to be made in the USA.
oh, now it's
This
all
stuff-
made in China?
Yeah, this stuff is trash.
See, I always
I'm
thought
gonna buy
Craftsman used to be
Craftsman.
the
Well, Craftsman used to be good.
when it was at Sears.
Well, and here's the thing
Yes.
that made Craftsman so good. It's not that the tools were like the best in the world, but they had lifetime warranty. So if something broke on them, you could run back up there, no questions asked. You could swap shit out and you were good to go.
Son of a bitch.
But
Yeah, when it comes for power tools, I'm more of a. I have Milwaukee and DeWalt. That's basically all I use. I did get though. I couldn't resist this. I was being cheap. I wanted to buy. I needed a jigsaw, and I'm going everything cordless. Everything of mine is cordless. And anyway, I needed a jigsaw, and they had the deal for the holidays. You buy for $200, 2 Milwaukee batteries and a charger. You get to pick a tool for free. So I was gonna get the jigsaw. They were all out of the deal for the batteries. So I'm like, shit. I'm not gonna just spend $200 and buy a jigsaw with no battery. Then you got to spend to get batteries too. And the thing is, I have batteries, but they're all in New York. My Milwaukee stuff. I don't have anything Milwaukee in Florida. I will have in about a month or two. I have all my tools here. So as I'm walking, then I was like, screw this. I go to Lowe's, and I see a deal. I was like stumped on this one. I was like, how could they give it for this cheap? You know, Lowe's has their brand called Cobalt. I don't know if you ever seen that.
Oh, that's their brand? I didn't know that.
Yes, that's their brand. So they had a deal for $100 to give you a 2 amp hour battery, a 4 amp hour battery, a charger, a case, a suitcase, which made no sense. I'm like, why are they giving a suitcase? It was for their. You ever see the new thing? Not new things, but the stackable cases with the wheels, and you could roll them.
yeah.
Yep.
It was one of those for the Cobalt system. A nice suitcase. All of that for $100 plus a free tool.
If it's not a tool that you're going to use on the daily, then I feel like you could do that.
Right. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do this for $100. I get 2 batteries. I get this case, and I get a jigsaw for free. So I did it. $100, and I needed a brad nailer, and I don't want to use. I don't want to go and get one that you hook up to a compressor. I wanted something battery operated, and they had their brad nailer for it was $279 regular price. It was on sale. I got it down to $130. So I bought that too because I already had the 2 batteries. So I got batteries for the jigsaw and that. So for $230, I think that was a steal on what I got. I couldn't believe the price on that shit.
Nice.
I got a $30 hammer drill, a Craftsman one that's electric, but still, if it's a tool that you're only going to use once or twice, then I feel like you can, you don't have to go above and beyond. You don't got to get the best. You can.
Yeah, but I like my stuff to be one brand. I want one battery to work.
So all the
with
batteries
my
work
stuff.
together.
That's why I had here in Florida. I had DeWalt stuff because I like DeWalt. In New York, I had all Milwaukee stuff. And I said one day
made in China still, or where's DeWalt made? Do you know?
you know, probably in China. Who the hell knows? I'm not sure where they're made. I don't even know. But Mexico, I think some stuff is assembled in Mexico. I'm not sure. I have to look at the packaging and stuff. But now the way I'm setting up the garage, the way I'm going to have the setup is going to be one side Milwaukee, one side DeWalt. It's going to look sick. I'm doing it.
Not trying to change the subject real quick, but Bloody Old, which I don't believe I've ever seen that name before, just commented, says, Happy New Year. Belgium has now prohibited the sale of disposables.
There we go. There it comes.
When we were talking about this, did we know the timeline that the UK, we kept saying 2025, but did we know when in 2025?
I thought it was January 1st, but
July?
I don't know.
June or July?
June or July.
Was it?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, you know what? Time's creeping quick on that shit, folks, especially
who knows?
on
Maybe
UK.
it happened. I'm not sure. Yeah, Don, Cobalt. I have a lot of their hand tools here, and then like in New York, I have all Milwaukee hand tools, but I have a lot of Cobalt hand tools. Fucking cheap in price. They work out good.
Well, I've got a DeWalt drill that I bought a couple of years ago, but it's not that I use it every day, but I bought
Best
it.
tool set for vaping right there.
There you go. I bought it because I wanted something that it would last me for years. I wouldn't have to worry about, especially if it sits there for a long time. I don't have to worry about it. I know when I slap that battery in it, it's going to work, and it's probably it can damn near last me. It'll be here while I'm in the ground rotting away. So
Yeah, I got a DeWalt drill, a screwdriver, a battery screwdriver, and a table saw that I bought. I think when I first met Angela, motherfucking things are still going strong.
Yeah.
keeps
That's the
it.
one thing I don't have is a table saw. I don't have one at all, and I'm gonna need a table saw to do my flooring. I've been debating should I get one, but then where am I gonna put it? I don't want that when I'm done with the garage. I don't want a table saw just sitting in there.
And that's
They're
exactly what's
bulky,
going
and
to
I
happen.
use mine once a year.
Yeah.
Like something.
So
Rent
I don't
it. Just
even need
rent
to buy a
one.
table saw or a miter. I have a miter saw in New York, a DeWalt, but I don't have one here. So I'm like, I'm not gonna buy them. My cousin lives 5 minutes up the road. If I need a table saw or miter saw, I'm just gonna grab it from him, use his shit.
Well,
Not
don't
buying that
forget,
stuff.
you're in the South now. There is that actual thing of a garage sale that can go on now. So
Yep, 6-pack. That's the brand. I call it clean. The clean kit. Yep, it's got every goddamn bit in there, and those bits don't strip whatsoever.
What's that?
This little screwdriver kit I got for like
Which one do you have?
everything. I call it KLEIN,
Oh,
clean.
Klein.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of Klein stuff.
Really good.
I
bits.
love Klein for electrical stuff, man. They're the best.
You could take anything apart, vape related, mods, fucking like it's got star
Yeah.
bits, everything.
Yeah.
Put a table saw mic in Ginger's estate. Yeah, just charge it on Ginger. Well, speaking of Ginger, where the fuck is he at? He ain't
Yeah,
doing
right.
anything. He acts like he's out doing something.
Yeah, Don. Same here. All the Cobalt stuff I have been perfect. Nothing wrong with them. Good stuff. So hopefully their power tools are good, even though it's a brad nailer and a jigsaw. It's not like I'm going to be using that all the time. I know I got it. I got batteries for it. When I need it, it's available.
Nathan, Snap-on, shit. I remember Snap-on when I used to work. The Snap-on truck used to come, and they used to sell shit for their shit was so goddamn expensive. It's probably still expensive.
It's not worth it. All that Snap-on shit.
dude,
very expensive.
I unfortunately way back in the day. We're talking about back in the 90s when I was into the mechanic shit and worked for a dealership. I had an account with Snap-on.
Yep.
And I used to love it when that truck would pull up because the Matco truck would pull up and the Snap-on truck and I had an account on both of them. And that shit got me in trouble because I bought a ton of shit and all the time, hey, shit, speaking of Matco, hell, I got Matco screwdriver sitting right
Every
here right
week
now.
that you would pay for it. Like you could pay for it every week. At least that's how
Yeah,
it was.
because you
here.
set up an account. But shit,
Yeah.
when you keep throwing shit on that account, you're paying just X amount of dollars. And hey, can I get a balance on my bill? Oh, you're just at like $9,500 something dollars. I'm like, oh shit,
It's ridiculous the prices on it.
I used to buy air tools off that truck. Holy fuck, like $500 a pop.
Yes.
Like wow.
But the bad thing about, well, it goes for all of them, Snap-on, Matco, any of those places. The bad thing is, every time you'd hop on there, they'd always have this cool, just badass little gift set of like a mug and some screwdrivers and a knife or some bullshit all packaged. Hey, we just got some of these in right here. They're only $80. You can't beat a deal like, and I'd be like, oh yeah, put that shit on the account. Dude, I had a pile of that shit.
Yeah, that Snap-on truck was that thing was bad.
Ooh, yes, it was. I do have the last remaining piece that I'll never get rid of because I spent an arm. I've got a 2-piece box out in my garage, but the top box, it's a huge one. It's a Matco box.
Oh, wow.
And when I bought that off the truck, dude, it was like buying a new car.
Yeah.
The guys helped me get it inside, and it's like they put a big ribbon on. Here you go, and all. And I was like, I can't believe I just did this shit. But I will never ever get rid of that son. But it probably ain't worth fucking $2 right now. But I'll
It's
never
still
get
got to be
rid of
worth.
it.
You don't think Snap-on and Matco stuff is still worth money or no? I've never looked it
think
up.
they're good tools, but I think they are very overpriced.
They're overpriced. There's channels that actually do comparisons, like the competitions between Snap-on tools versus others, and Snap-on never wins.
So it's probably just the name.
I will say this. Out of all the Matco and Snap-on tools that I have purchased, I used to get pretty hard on my shit. I'd never, ever ran into an issue with mine. Never. But I don't know. I've bought cheaper ones just for the hell of it and broke sockets and done all kind of shit before. So Michael
Exactly.
Blinn,
There you
look
go,
at this son
Marcus.
of a
Project.
bitch.
That's what I watched. Project Farm did videos on it.
Michael Blinn, this son of a bitch ain't been around in forever and still got his Amish hat on. Michael, you were supposed to send me that. Thank you for the donation there, sir. He says, hello, panel and subs. Hopefully 2025 is better for all of us. Happy New Year, all.
Happy New Year, Mr. Michael.
But yeah, man, that was a dangerous thing back in the day. That's like
I bought a $450 air hammer, Chicago Pneumatics CP from the Snap-on truck. I remember, holy fuck, when I bought it, and this is in the 90s, it was $450. Holy fuck, I'm like, what was I thinking? But it was nice. That motherfucker was nice as shit.
Nathan just said, damn, Temu commercial ST. Didn't a big Temu warehouse burn to the ground over across seas?
Did it?
I think it did.
That ain't gonna slow them down.
Hell no. They'll work out of a burnt warehouse sending shit out.
Yep. I would even fucking fuck the Temu shit.
Temu. God, I can't believe how big them son bitches got.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Talking about tools. Holy shit, we are old.
Yeah, I know. Tools back then are like the way knives are right now to me. You can get in trouble with shit like this if you don't watch what you're doing.
I love tools, man.
I used to love them, but I
used to love them too.
I don't. I guess because I'm not doing shit like I used to, I don't have that love anymore.
I used to be a big like air tool like freak. Like everything I had, air drills, everything was.
I've always loved tools, and even when I was doing construction, obviously, well, even though I stopped doing all the construction, the business and everything, still I'm obsessed with tools. It's like I want tools that it's like, okay, I want to get that, but I'm never gonna use it. I just like knowing I have it. You know,
Yeah.
weird. It's an addiction. I have a tool addiction.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
My husband has way too many tools.
There's nothing wrong with it as long as you can control yourself. But if you have no control, dude, I have seen guys that had been mechanics way longer than I ever had that had outstanding accounts on these trucks that if you heard the total on them, you'd be like, holy shit, dude, you're never, ever going to come out from underneath this.
Dude, the
You know how much
boxes.
those fucking the boxes. You know how much those fuckers used to call like the full
The big tamale fucking carts, the huge ones, yeah.
holy shit.
Fucking crazy. The amount.
Dude.
And meanwhile, the quality on those compared to other ones, they're not as good.
And here is the thing.
It has a Snap-on name on it.
This is what
Thousands
used to
and
get people
thousands.
in trouble right here. Because this was kind of in the beginning phases when I was getting out of this and they were starting to really come into play. You know, guys were they were getting away from the double stacks and going to the big tamale carts, and because you could just do everything off of them. But then they started putting all the electronics on them and putting radios on them and all these lights and all these drawers and shit like that. And dude, these things would cost as much as a car sitting out on a lot.
Yep.
And they roll that joker, and it's like, dude, are you seriously? You just bought that? Oh, hell yeah. I'm like, holy shit, man. You must be making more than what I thought you was making.
Yeah, but when you walk into somebody's shop or something and you seen that goddamn Snap-on fucking box, like, wow, this motherfucker, he means business. 'Cause
Well,
at least I thought that.
well,
like,
if I walked in and, you know, which one's my mechanic, and they pointed to it in his bay and he had that, I'm thinking, dude, you better be the good one. You better be the one that fixed this shit one time and gets it right.
And he's the one that's going to charge you that extra money. 'cause you
Hell
need to
yeah,
make
he'll
that
pay that
payment.
shit.
Like I used to think Craftsman boxes were good, and I got a Snap-on box. My buddy, I just pull open the drawer. I'm like, wow, this feels like fucking heaven right here.
Hell yeah. It's crazy how all that shit plays out, man.
They canceled the Vape. Speaking of Vape Expos, TPE is coming in Vegas, and I'm trying my damnedest to go.
Why?
I don't know. 'Cause I want to go to Vegas. Vegas is so much fun.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Somebody's running high
man.
temp again.
Mike didn't turn that fucking temp control down.
Dude, you need to put a fan and a pack of ice on that joker to keep it cool. That's that Florida heat down there that's putting a hurting on it.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't tell you, Esty, not that it really matters, but I gave my son my iPhone.
Oh, you went and got a 16 Pro.
Got the 16.
What you think about it?
It's the same as the 15.
No, it's not.
I don't really notice much of a difference.
Negative there, Sonny. You stick with that old Samsung shit you've been running.
I think Mike might be running Apple right now.
No.
eating an apple.
I will say this: the 16 doesn't get warm, and the battery seems to last way better than the 15. Like this battery doesn't move for nothing.
And I know all the people already going, oh my God, they're about to start talking about Apple shit. I will say this. Some of the AI shit that's been incorporated for the iPhone now.
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy.
It's crazy, but it's cool. And the 16 is the only one that gets full access to everything. Even the 15 couldn't get some of this shit on there.
Whenever I send an email now, I highlight the whole email. I right click. I
do
hit
the chat GPT on it.
Yep, and it turns into a professional email. Oh my God, I sound so good when I send emails now. Holy shit.
Uh-oh.
Oh, look who it is.
Mike's bringing the doggy out. Dang, she's gotten bigger, man. Look at that.
She has got fucking huge now. Look at that.
It's been a while since I've seen her.
Now look at her. She's feisty too. Before she was just laying there. Now she went.
I had her locked out, so when she saw, I just ran out to grab a bottle of water, and she went fucking bananas. She missed. You miss me, huh?
Like, I want to play, motherfucker.
I knew this shit was coming. Don says Apple AI is garbage. I didn't say everything. I said there's some cool features in some of the stuff.
Well, what's scarier now is when you ask Siri something, it goes to Chat GPT first.
It does that.
And then if Chat GPT can't decide, it's.
I will say one thing that I like, and I know I'm going to hear it, but I'm just going to say it any damn way because people that got fucking Androids, I could do that 20 years ago. I'm going to say this. How they've incorporated into your portraits now, have you messed with that, Mike or Mark?
Yes, a little bit, but not. I mean,
where you
I'm
can
still
go in
learning
and
new
erase
things.
anything out of a photo and it kind of generates to.
That is, that's really cool.
It is, and it's done very well in there. It's not like, oh my God.
But I think for me, like the coolest thing is when I can send an email or a text and have it professionally written. I'm like, holy shit, dude! I sound like a lawyer right now. Like,
well, you do realize that you can sign up for the professional Chat GPT, and it costs X amount of dollars each month, and you can do. I don't know who. Well, I think it's more or less with people with businesses and stuff like that. You can do a shit ton of them because really you're only allowed X amount within a certain time period.
Oh, are you?
Of doing that?
Yeah, I just send professional emails and maybe the random text message.
Well, you sure don't send them my way because I'm still getting the shitty ass text from you. So
that's such a cute little ass dog.
That is.
Yep, this is the new Steve.
There it is.
Cheryl, yes, it's Shih Tzu.
Shih
Tzu.
I think I
Cheryl, you can have another dog. Cheryl wants another dog.
Cheryl, you're rich as all get out. Go buy you a whole flock of them.
What's your husband going to do? What's he going to do?
Yeah.
Nothing. He'll be in a bad mood for one night and that's it. Get another dog.
All you got to do is borrow his Range Rover to go pick it up because I know you can't fit any other person or animal in that damn Lamborghini you got. So.
Yes, Darren. Steve is actually here with me. He's not in the house right now.
So I'm curious. Who's getting towed down tonight here and just like or in the process of doing it or in the next few hours?
Toe down?
Toe down. Drunk.
Oh, drunk. Okay, I don't know that term.
That's the old.
Hold that.
You hadn't lived down south long enough yet. You're getting there.
No, I got to find some of the rednecks around neighborhoods that
Hell
can teach
yeah.
me the lingo.
I don't know if it's just this basement or if it's every basement, but when you fart in a basement, it just the smell just lingers.
I think it's just you.
Like I can fart in the house and it disappears, but in the basement, dude, it's in the hallway. It's everywhere right now. It smells like someone shit their pants down here.
Are you having to put that shit in the fridge? Because it should
Yes.
be cold enough down there where you don't even need one, right?
Negative.
No.
Wait a minute, what happened to the fridge you had in the basement?
Oh, that fridge was what do you call it when something makes you do stuff? Whatchamacallit? An enabler. The fridge was
Enabler, huh?
enabling me. Now I have to go upstairs to get the beer.
He has to actually walk a little bit now. I'm sure there'll be another one coming to play sooner or later.
It's only 98 calories and 2 carbs. So it's pretty much like drinking water.
Yeah, but what does it take now? Like 3 cases of beer to get you lit?
Just one.
Oh, okay. There you go. Well, that's got to be healthy if it's just one case.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it says healthy all over it.
You got a few more hours of drinking, right? Then you're done.
Exactly. And I'm done. This is it. I heard Batman's house got wiped out during the hurricane.
Is that legitimate?
I don't know if that's... Was there a hurricane out by him?
Yeah, I mean, there was 2 that kind of...
Back
one
to
of them
back.
veered more, I think... I thought both of them kind of... The ones that went through in this past September kind of skimmed his area. But that
But
doesn't mean
Steve's
shit.
not imaginary. He's a real person, Andy.
I will say
Yeah,
this,
actually-
though.
They've met him.
He's Italian, though. He's not Greek. He's Italian.
I did notice a while back. Oh, Batman left a comment on that video that me and Mark did, that quick live that we did when we were talking about Mike's affairs. And Batman left a comment on there, but then all of a sudden, his channel's completely gone. So
You don't know if he took it down or what.
yeah, I don't know if he took it down or he turned it off.
Sean, a.k.a. Scene. What's up, Sean?
Sean, what's going on, brother? Damn, I still
he
got
lives
some
in
members
Florida.
left
He
on this
lives-
channel.
Tampa area, I think.
Yeah, I knew it was somewhere in the Tampa area.
Where's Phil at? Because Phil keeps posting photos of all these places. Like, is he out in like New Jersey?
He's in New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's his old stomping ground.
Oh,
That's
all
where he
right.
did live before he went to.
No, he
Florida.
lived in upstate New York.
Well, that's what I meant up in that
No,
area.
up north. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, his father lives in New Jersey. I think
Probably
He's
so.
supposed
He's
to
probably
always-
there visiting for
his
the
parents.
holidays. Yeah.
something.
A wellness check.
Yeah,
for
holidays.
Steve. Steve's alive and well, and he's got 4 legs.
Yep.
Cheryl
He's got the
says
night off.
I've seen a lot of rip trippers lately. What does that mean? Is he been coming to your house?
I ain't seen the fucking rip. Like I said, there's no vape videos that pop on my screen other than Mike's videos.
Well, Cheryl's very wealthy, and I believe isn't he still kind of wealthy? They might be hanging together.
I don't know where Rip is even from, for Christ's sake. Where is he from?
Yeah, I don't think I'll be losing the accent, Nathan.
Wait,
Give
Mike
it
has an
about
accent?
a year. Give it about a year, and you'll have that southern slang going.
My cousin's been living here for 14 years now, and he sounds the same. No accent change or nothing.
Mike doesn't have a New York accent. Get out of here.
No.
Now, what's his name? Is that a New York accent or a Brooklyn accent?
Mike's
his
got that New York slang.
Yeah.
But what's his name accent? With the Russian wife.
The fucking
Ambition.
Oh,
What is
He's
that?
Boston.
He's
Brooklyn
in
or-
Massachusetts.
he's Boston,
Oh, Boston. Okay, Boston, Brooklyn, same thing.
Russian wife.
dude. It is
Yeah, his wife-
completely
I think his
two
wife's
different
Russian.
things.
His wife what?
I think his wife is Russian.
Oh, it's Spanish.
No,
Oh, I watched a video when they did a video.
something's happened to him recently. He's got a whole nother chick now.
You know what? I kind of
does
noticed
he?
that because I'm seeing him with some other chick, and I'm like, I don't remember that being his wife.
Yeah, something's happening in his camp now. And these two they like to travel.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't really talked to him in a while.
His
That
wife
shows
is,
you. That shows you how bored I'm getting nowadays. Is that I'm eventually just kind of thinking of people that used to be involved in all this, and I get curious and start typing in some names just to see if they're still around. And he's kind of like everybody else. He does a random video here and there. The views have dropped off like crazy, and just it's kind of just like floating along there somewhat.
you know who I watch religiously? Andy, what's his name? He does like food videos though now. He grills outside.
Oh, Andy Oakham?
KJ.
Oakham?
Yeah, KJ Andy.
KJ
I watch
Andy.
all his videos. He does like fucking. Yeah, he does all cooking videos now.
Oh, he's been doing them. He stopped the vaping for a while now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Jay.
I got to piss, but I'm gonna piss in the sink.
Oh, that sounds
Oh my
sanitary.
god.
Hey, just make it where we can't hear it.
I don't feel like walking. It's a
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Damn sure. I'll just about believe anything nowadays, though. You know, I asked a question a little while ago, and I didn't even bother to look what people were saying. And I don't even think people even mentioned it.
Look at Happy Hippie.
Damn.
Come on, baby. Come on. There you go.
What is I'm getting lost here. Never mind. I need to quit reading chat.
Fucking hate it. Dude, I was watching some channel. I can't remember the guy's name. He was from Mississippi, and he basically is one of the. You ever watch those where they're hunting the hogs? They trap hogs.
Yeah.
And the dude's from Mississippi. Dude, it's a total different language.
Oh, yeah.
I do not understand the word the guy's saying.
Dude, some of those, Sean, thank you very much for the gifted membership there.
It's not a sink that we wash. It's a laundry sink. One of those old cast iron sinks.
Dude.
It's got like paint stains on it and shit.
It's still got to smell like teetotal shit.
It does, but you got to run the cold water. You pee. Just don't pee in it dry and leave it there.
Dude, if you watch,
Dude, it smells like an odd house down here. Holy fuck.
and you don't even have to piss for it to smell like that, I bet, but
Wow, it smells bad down there.
if you watch some of those Cajun videos with them guys down in the bayou, those are the ones, when they get to talking, I'm like, whoa, 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 what the fuck did you just say? Because I can't keep up with that shit.
Different language, man. It's like,
Yeah.
what the hell is he saying?
Yeah, that shit'll throw me off quick.
Mike has a Long Island accent. What the fuck is a Long Island accent? That sounds racist.
You know what? I'm curious, though. I don't think I've ever asked this question. Do the different areas of New York, do they all have like a different accent or language to them? Or all New Yorkers pretty much sound like New Yorkers?
Yeah, New Yorkers sound pretty much like New Yorkers.
Bada boom, bada bing.
I got to be careful what I say.
I got you.
I don't want to get your channel messed up. But yeah, it pretty much is the accents.
And Mark's down here quoting fucking Goodfellas and shit like that.
Bada boom, bada bing, right? Isn't that New York?
A lot of people like they'll hear me talk like you sound like you're from Jersey. That's the thing I always get. I sound like I'm from Jersey.
Because normally when I watch things like more or less like TV shows, if you got somebody that's in Jersey or New York, they all kind of sound the same to me when they come off. So Don says,
upstate New York is different than this New York City, that area.
Well, I was telling these guys, and I'm sitting there. Oh, yeah, it was before we went live. So I've known about this guy. I've seen a little bit of him, but I've gotten kind of hooked on him now, and I'm watching a lot of his shit. If y'all are not familiar with this dude and you want to see some pretty crazy shit, go over and watch Tommy G. That's the name of his YouTube channel. But go over and watch this dude. Holy shit. This dude goes to like every part of this country and finds all the gangs, and they let him come in, and he basically does a documentary on all these suckers. And we just lost Mike again.
I'm here.
Okay.
Tommy G is an awesome channel. All his videos are awesome, but if anybody in chat watches him, tell me there's not something wrong with him. He has something wrong with him. I know he does.
Do you think he's maybe got like a...
I think he has a little bit of a... I don't want to say this because it's going to sound ignorant, but there's something wrong. Like he's got something going, which it doesn't matter. His videos are still good, but there's something. If you don't notice, there's something wrong with him.
Do you think it's because like he's been, you know, like how a fighter fights for a good while and then he doesn't seem like he's all there?
I think he's got a hair bit of Down syndrome, like a hair bit of Down syndrome. And I'm not cracking jokes. I'm just being honest. I think he does.
Oh, Tommy G said, or Tommy Golfer says that Tommy G has done several shows. Yeah, he's done.
He does.
He just did a 3-part series here in Memphis, and
he's cooked chicken with black women in Chicago.
He's done all kind of shit. But yeah, Tommy G, he's pretty damn cool though.
Yeah, no, Tommy G's really awesome.
There it is. Short Shop says big dogs got to eat. He's probably killing it on his merch, but he's got a lot of shirts that say "Big dogs got to eat."
Him and Brandon Buckingham. I actually prefer Brandon Buckingham because he walks around with a bag of wine and gets people drunk.
Oh, there's another dude I just discovered too. Let me see if I can pull that up while we're doing all this.
Say one thing. Tell me one thing that I've said that sounds woke. Please tell me. Nothing that comes out of my mouth sounds woke. Other than the beer I'm drinking probably right now is woke. But other than that, there's nothing woke about me.
Let me find this other. Oh, Mark, you might even want to check this one out. It's called The Taboo Room with Aaron S.
The fuck is
Hey, what's up, girl? Happy New Year's to you.
What's up, Ange?
I just wanted to stop by and say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Same to you, girl. You doing all right?
Happy New Year.
I'm just finally kind of maybe getting over my cold. My voice finally came back on Sunday. Mark said that you've been dealing with the same kind of cough that I have.
Yeah.
Bill, everything's got everything now.
Yeah.
Like, yep, it's going around.
Like, I wake up at like 2 a.m. and then like a coughing fit. It's like ridiculous.
Hell no, I don't live in Dalton. What are you, nuts?
You know what?
Look at me, shore sharp.
So
I got sick back at the end of November, and how it started is that I had a bit of a sore throat and a cough that lasted for a week. Never ran fever, never had a head thing going on. It was just that.
Yeah.
And then at the end of that week, all of a sudden, I woke up one morning and I could tell it moved deep down into my chest. And I was like, oh, shit, here we go. Yeah. And that laid me up for about 5 days. And then after taking prescribed medication and some other shit, I started rebounding a little bit, but I still wasn't there. And ever since then... It's like I was telling Mark, it's been a roller coaster. There's days that I'll cough all day and I'm still hacking shit up and doing this and that. And then there's some days I'm kind of feeling all right, still cough a little bit, but I can't get this shit completely out of my system. And we're so 6 weeks into this shit.
A whole week before Christmas, it was all nasal. Like I was blowing my nose all day, just a chronic runny nose and whatever. Yep. My last day of work was Friday the 20th. That Saturday, woke up, no voice, just a hot ass mess. And so I took PTO the whole week of Christmas. So from Monday to Friday, last week I was off. That whole goddamn week I was sick.
You haven't seen Mike's dog. Look at Mike's dog.
I am seeing Mike's dog, and I'm going to get to that doggy real quick. So that whole goddamn week, no voice. Like I complete laryngitis. Like Mark was live a couple times, and people can know because I was talking. No voice. And then so that Saturday, no voice. Come that Monday is when the cough started. So I finally got my voice back this past Sunday. Went back to work Monday. Thankfully, I have my voice. but it's still this like chronic, like nasty.
But now everybody else is
cough.
sick. Bill's sick. Everyone's
Yeah,
sick.
so Bill and Tony are like super sick with the flu. His mom is sick. Like, and we have to go back to masking at the hospital now because
shit.
the hospital is like packed with people with upper respiratory infections.
Because masks do a lot.
But it's really to protect kind of like the people working.
Oh,
basically.
don't get started on this one.
But yeah, so it's like
That sucks.
it's the cough is the most annoying thing. Like waking up at 2 a.m. with like a coughing fit.
All right, you're cut off. You've been on the show way too long. You're out.
Okay, so Mike, what is your puppy's name?
Alora.
When did you get her?
I don't know, 7 months now?
Yeah, it's been a little bit.
Ain't she cute as shit? Look at her.
She is. Look, okay, hold here.
No, don't bring that fucking thing. Roger will start barking at her. Roger, look, Roger, look at the dog.
If
She's eyeing it. Look,
barking, he'll bark.
staring right at the door.
Yeah.
Roger, look.
Do you see the puppy? Do you see the puppy, Bob?
She sees it.
Get this goddamn dog out of here. This dog's like a rash.
Y'all are gonna create a couple here in a minute.
There we go. Yes, Bob.
Laura's like, what the fuck was that thing?
Okay.
Look.
So I just wanted to say hi and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Same to you,
I
girl.
haven't talked to you guys in a long time, and Mike, I love you.
Christmas is over. We'll see you next year. Bye.
Bye. Mark, remember this. I want you to write this down or look it up and put it in your put it in your schedule book.
Let me get my planner. Oh, the video you're talking
The
about?
channel.
All right, let me put it in there.
It's called The Taboo Room with Aaron S.
I can't even spell that, but I'm gonna hopefully. How the fuck do you spell that?
The
How do you spell taboo?
Taboo. Oh my God, son.
Taboo. Oh, here we go. Taboo room with.
Aaron S.
Is it
Aaron is spelled Aaron.
It's not the guy that shaves his butthole on camera, is it?
I
we
haven't
go.
ran into that episode, but the dude is like
Black as night.
no, no. He's actually a kind of like an Arab dude.
He's Arabian.
Yes,
Maybe I'm looking at the thumbnail.
you're probably looking at thumbnails.
Wow, if he's
But
if he's
dude,
Arabic,
he goes in to where all the gangs are at and does the same thing Tommy G does, but he even gets a little deeper into this shit. Like when you see the random Tommy G going, hey, are we kind of safe? Is shit going down? This dude is like asking quite a bit because dudes are rolling up and folks are pulling guns out while they're filming this shit because they're thinking, oh shit, there's about to be a drive-by or something going on.
welcome to the most dangerous city in Mississippi.
Yes. Check his ass out and tell me what you think of that one.
Actually, according to the little bar, I watched America's Fetty Problem. So I must watch some of these videos.
okay. Yeah, he's a pretty good one.
Nickname is Midnight.
Damn, here we go.
God, that's racist as shit. Don't be saying shit like that.
Come on, let me get through. Look, this is the last day of the year. Just let me get through this last day without the channel being slammed. We can start some other shit tomorrow in
Damn.
2025. So,
You can't say shit like that out loud, Don. What's wrong with you?
oh man. Cheryl says I'm getting a dog. A dog, damn it.
You
You
should
deserve
get
it,
one.
Cheryl. Get one.
Cheryl, I mean, how is it somebody like you can have horses and, every farm animal known to man, but you don't have a dog?
You got geese walking around.
Yeah.
You got a ball-headed eagle in your backyard.
Hell
Those are
yeah.
illegal.
You've probably got like hairy pot-bellied pigs running around the house for pets. That might have been taken a little too far, but
Don Loco.
oh man. So what else good's happening? Anything? What are we doing for 2025? Anything? Are we shutting stuff down? Dude, they're getting wild outside. I'm hearing shit going off left and right now.
Dude, it's crazy over here. Fireworks. Fucking nuts.
I want to know if I can go shoot my gun off in the sky in the backyard and not get arrested.
I want
Yeah,
you to
you
go
go to
do it and
jail,
see
don't
how
worry.
long it takes to find out.
Because they got rid of the shot spotter, so they can't pinpoint where I'm at. And
Who
none of
needs-
these guns have ever been used.
Hey, what goes up must come down. You know that, right?
Mark don't give a shit about that. As long as it don't come down on him.
But knowing my luck, I'll shoot and it'll hit a fucking plane, and the plane will end up fucking nosediving, and I'll kill 40 people.
No, that ain't gonna happen. If a plane's flying that low, dude, you got other issues going on over there.
But I'm pretty sure other people are shooting their guns off, and
Well, hell yeah. Even where I'm at about, let's say around the 11 o'clock hour, dude, it's going to sound like we have just transferred over to Iraq or some shit like that.
That's what I'm saying. I just want to blow the dust off these things. They haven't been used before. I want to.
Dude, you don't have gun ranges there?
Yeah, but
That ain't no fun for him.
it ain't no fun.
Well,
I'll
first
tell
of all,
you
you gotta
what.
learn how to shoot. You have it, and you don't even know how to use it.
Mark,
First of all, Mike, were you in Alabama with us? You were in Alabama.
Yeah,
Who
I
got
was
the-
there, and others.
and who got the
loaded
best
it
shots?
For you.
Who got
Others
the best
loaded it
shots?
for you? You don't know how to load it.
It doesn't matter who got the best shots out of everybody.
well, it kind of does because you actually need to load it
By
to be able
luck.
to use it.
No, not by luck. Don't play that
All right,
game.
let me tell you this.
And ST, out of all the gun guys, he wasn't even there. He was scared. He was
Dude.
scared.
Dude, I was sick. I had to
You had a
drive home.
toothache.
Thank
You
you.
had a toothache. Get out of here. He was scared that he was gonna get showed
was.
up and dude,
I'm gonna
every
admit it
fucking-
on the internet. We were
I hit the
sit-
bullseye every time.
we were in Heavy shop. Heavy had brought guns up there and laid them out on pool tables, and I'm sitting here looking at shit, picking it up. Mark's picking shit up and just like pointing barrels at people, not thinking shit, and I'm going, oh my God.
Yep.
I want to live just a little while longer. And if I'm at wherever area we decided to go shoot, I don't want to be standing next to Mark with a loaded gun. But here, Mark, I'm going to tell you, you do this right here. Instead of going outside and pointing at some bitch up in the air, go outside and just point it at the ground and just start ripping it.
But won't get ricochet and hit me in.
Not if you're
like-
shooting at the grass.
Oh, I can shoot in the grass. That's no fun though.
Why? What's the difference of shooting up in the air and shooting at the ground? Do you feel more like a gangster when you're doing all this shit?
Yeah, I want to go out there and
Oh my
He wants to hold it like
recording it.
this.
He does. Yeah. Why even point it up in the air?
Bug
Just go
life.
out in the street and just start doing this shit.
I remember when Heavy gave me one of the I forgot what gun it was, and I'm holding it like this because that's what I see in the movies. Like, no, you can't hold it like that.
Oh my God.
I'm like, but that's how they hold it. Dude, my shoulder the next day, for actually the next week, was in so much pain from shooting those guns. Holy fuck! I think my shoulder's still fucked up from shooting guns.
I told Mark, which I don't give a damn right now. I
We're
told
in
Mark, and
hillbilly town. We're just
I'll do
doing
this. I'll
hillbilly
do this
things.
very quickly because we're on YouTube. You never know what'll happen. I told
Oh,
Mark, I
easy,
said,
you're live.
if you're going to start doing shit on a live, go grab you one of these real quick and start doing some shit.
I'm not trying to make the news. I just want to go outside and blow the dust off shit.
Well, I can tell you, you'll blow a lot of dust off with something like that.
If I walk outside with that, there might actually be somebody rolling up like, all right,
Yeah,
can't
you
do that.
might actually have some of those gang members pile up over there real quick and want to have a talk with you, but oh Lord,
Oh, ST's channel is fucking
I don't give a
it's
damn.
done tonight.
If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. What the hell?
Oh, you're allowed to do what you did.
Oh, I
Nothing
know.
wrong with
I know. I sit here and think though. I remember when we first started doing these live shows, I think I was the only one out of us other than Heavy that had guns just laying around at my disposal. And I can remember all the time just picking one up and just holding it at the camera. You do that shit nowadays, though, YouTube will say, whoa, we ain't doing all that
no.
shit. So,
I ain't playing that shit no more. Fuck that. You'll blow your exactly. I'll end up fucking blowing my foot off. That's why it's better. It's either I point at the ground and shoot in the grass and blow my foot off, or point up and end up.
that
hitting
is
the fucking
true because I
plane.
forget you're more than partially blind
And I'm special.
and you're special and where shit goes,
But it's like I guarantee you, my luck would be like a bullet. Some weird reason would hit a plane, even though it wouldn't cause any damage. It would hit a window, and then something would happen, and the plane would go down. And I'm like, son of a bitch.
The only thing that's going to happen is you're going to shoot that thing up And like Mike said, it's got to come down somewhere, and it's coming down. And you would hope that it just randomly shows some unoccupied,
Gunfire.
no vehicle around area. Are they
Someone's
firing?
shooting an AR right now.
I just tell the cops that Mike shot it from fucking.
There you go.
I blame it on Mike. Like, hey, this is Mike. This ain't me.
But what's crazy is, and I know this happens everywhere in this country, and it always seems to be more prevalent on like New Year's opposed to 4th of July. But dude, when folks get to just ringing out some of the firepower that you'll hear in the distance, it's like, holy shit. At least 1 out of 100 has come down and tapped something, hit a car, hit a house, done some kind of like minor little damage here or there.
So wait a minute. You could shoot a gun up in the air and the bullet can come down and cause damage to somebody?
Hell yeah.
Oh, seriously?
Oh,
I did
yeah.
not know that.
You could be
That
killed
could
from that
actually, you know,
shit.
someone could be just walking the street and that bullet goes right into their head.
Are you serious? Oh, I see. I never knew that. I didn't know that. Fuck. All right. Well, fuck that idea.
That's why I'm saying, if you're so desperate to go fire something off, go out in the backyard and point that somebody at the ground.
Yeah. Fuck that. I didn't know that it can come down and hit someone. Fuck that. I ain't know my luck.
What do you think happens to it, Mark?
I just thought it just falls. I thought it just falls.
It goes into space?
It just falls like a penny. You know, like, hey, you just dropped a penny. We're good.
You think it does travel a distance up, but it's going to come down at a very high rate of speed too.
Yeah, fuck that then. All right, never mind. I'll wait till someone breaks in order to use one of them.
Yeah, well,
And then my luck, I'll shoot him in the back. I'll go to prison.
Before you ever have to pull the trigger in a situation like that, you'll hope that you never ever see it in your lifetime.
Oh, yeah. I'm not pushing that.
Google search. I'll give you a perfect example. It's basically the same thing. Almost the same thing. Let's say you were to take a penny and throw it off, let's say a building, the Empire State Building in New York.
They can kill someone.
Of course it's going to kill somebody. What do you think the bullet's going to do?
I didn't really think about that. Well, you guys killed my night. Thank you. I was going to go outside and shoot guns
We
off.
just saved you from going to jail.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
And you said you got a nosy ass neighbor anyway. I'm sure they'd call the cops on you just to get rid of your ass out of there.
I was going to hide behind the garage and shoot it off.
Yeah, there you go. Do you hear that shit in your neighborhood or in the area?
No.
You never hear gunshot going? I mean, other than the normal, everybody just killing each other out there, but...
We did have one of those car takeovers right down the street this weekend.
Really?
You know what those are? Like where they
Yes.
fucking... Yeah, we had one of those.
They'll shut an intersection down doing donuts and filming and all that shit.
And it was
Native XD, Scott is Jamaican.
Yes, I am Jamaican. Thank you.
obviously he's Jamaican. Look at him.
Yeah.
What's his ethnicity? We thought he was black for the longest time.
Yeah,
Native.
they did. They did. I hadn't proved them wrong yet, though, but...
You got to realize, Nathan, certain hillbillies are really dark-skinned. My buddy Bill, he's a hillbilly. He's as dark as ST is. You'd think he's Puerto Rican, but he's not. Something with this whole hillbilly blood just makes you dark.
Okay.
I think ST's right. You're a hillbilly, or what are you? Redneck or hillbilly? You're one of the two.
I'm Southern, thank you very much.
All right, well, Southern, same thing as hillbilly.
I'm not a hillbilly, and I'm really neither. I'm not a hillbilly or a redneck, because really, those...
But Southern, I mean,
Wait a minute. You don't drive a pickup truck?
I do
exactly.
drive,
Pickup truck. Come on,
I do drive a
ST.
pickup truck. I do.
You got the pews?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
do have that.
Thank you.
I'm still, I think I'm still short a few things on the application, but I guess I got enough to qualify. I don't know.
You're wearing a T-shirt with the American flag on it.
I'm in.
I pretty much nailed it.
I'm in.
He checked all the boxes.
Oh, shit. Oh, man. Oh. From his camera angle, he looks black, but his voice throws me the fuck off. Damn.
Dude, I'll never forget. There's a story we was talking about.
There we go.
When we first met ST had, imagine, now he's got lighting.
Yeah.
his beginning, the first videos, the live shows, he was always dark. So
I know what Mike's gonna say too.
I'll never forget. There was ST had I think it was on holidays. It was either New Year's or Christmas, an episode, and his daughters came on the live stream. And my wife comes out and says, ST, his kids are white? I'm like, oh my God.
That shit used to trip me out. That used to trip me out.
It is a Southern thing because I've known Southern people that are dark as shit for some weird reason.
I will say this:
like,
in the summertime, like right now, I don't know how much more I could prove it to you. I'm like white as a ghost right now because we've been in winter and I hadn't been out in the sun much. But come summertime, I am outside quite a bit.
Look at me. I look like I got a fucking tan going over it.
Let's say, I guess when you watch me in the summertime, you could probably really question that shit, but I don't know.
And then you got the voice and everything else. You're just pretty much like, yeah, he's.
But then as soon as you meet me in person, you're like, okay.
Yeah, he's white as shit in person.
There you go.
Yeah, he's.
That has been kind of a funny thing over the years.
Oh, yeah.
Mark has the white van. I saw him selling speakers out of it. Dude, the speakers, oh, those are the good old days. Hey, I got a pair of speakers, man. These retail for $1,000, but I'll give them to you for $100. So like, all right, yeah, I'm on this one.
Back in the day.
The good old days.
So are y'all doing anything tonight, Mark, or not?
We might. I don't know. Once this ends, I'm gonna go upstairs and ask her if she wants to hit the bar. We still got a few hours, so
yeah. And I'm sitting here. I just looked at the time. We've given y'all about 45 minutes of OT here, and I think this is where we're going to bring it to an end. So, the very last show, the very last non-consistent show of 2024 is on its way out, but I've got some videos, I believe, that are dropping here towards the end of the week, at least 2 of them. I'm just got to wait on some things, and so that'll be rare of me having some back-to-back shit going on, but that'll be coming. I don't know what about you, Mike? You got shit coming? Mike's about to get in the disposable world, because that's the only way he's going to be able to make videos, so it's coming. Just be prepared.
I probably won't have, I don't have enough. Actually, I am going to have something maybe next week. But I will have a video dropping on the Mike Life channel.
There you go.
So if you're interested in stuff other than vaping and garage manly stuff, check it out.
There you go. What about you, Mark?
I got disposables and I got dot mod. This thing ugly looking half built mod. This thing is hideous as shit. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking when they made this, but hey, there you go. Now the strikes are gone. Now I can do videos again for at least this week.
Yep. Cheryl asked, when will you be consistent, ST? I almost missed the show. I can't give that commitment any time in the near future. There's just little things that's really the sickness thing, plus the holidays and some other shit's kind of been like tampering with some stuff, but I promise, I really do promise to try to get this back on track here pretty soon, where if you don't see the show on, then you know really something's kind of going on. So I hope to be back in that spot again. I just can't promise y'all nothing right now. So, but yeah.
Take good care, Rifleman. If I need anything, trust me, I'll hook you up and send me in a prescription for
there you go.
Rifleman's my doctor, by the way. Everybody's wondering.
Well, fine, folks. It's been one of those years with Mike and his camera, and Mark and with his shit.
Drinking.
Here we go.
We're gonna have to do a GoFundMe to get Mike a better camera here. So
yeah, I gotta actually go into the settings and take that setting off.
I'm just messing.
Once he goes to Apple, he'll be fine.
He will. He'll be set up. I have decided, I think there is one thing that I'm about to get. I probably don't need it at all, but I I think if I got it, I would maybe actually use it. I think I'm about to pick up those little micro
Rode
Rode
wireless
mics.
mics. Yep,
I think that's about to happen. So
I'm on the fence too.
I got a few, which I really wouldn't need it anyway, but they're there to kind of make the deal even a little better. I got a few little Amazon cards for Christmas, so
The
Mike's pushing his
DJI
DJI
mics
stuff.
are very tempting, though. They're very tempting.
Those are, because I've looked at those.
Awesome.
But after seeing those little micro Rodes, I'm like, holy shit.
Those DJI mics, I hear such good things about them too.
Yeah, they are cool.
Tough.
I see, I still see a lot of people using the Rode mics, like the older ones we have, or even nowadays, it seems like there's like a bigger one that a lot of people are using. They're still in that square format, but they seem larger than the ones we had previously. But
Actually, I think I brought them with me. I got to put them. I got to sell them. Get rid of my Rode mics.
I got mine still. I still use them to this day. They're still diehard.
yeah, the Rode mics are great. I mean, the ones I've used and some stuff, yes, they work awesome.
Yep.
But
Well, they're big and bulky.
so I think that's going to be a little thing that I might pick up and mess around with. But other than that,
Happy New Year, Kid Bass, Devin.
Happy
Brian.
New Year's to everybody out there. Y'all be safe
New Year.
tonight. If y'all are about to get rowdy, get rowdy. Just don't be shooting guns up in the air like Mark probably is going to do regardless.
Shoot them in the ground.
And I would assume, and I don't care what the man says, I will give it maybe, I don't know, 2 hours. Mark should probably be live on one of his channels and be in a whole different state of mind, listening to music, talking about how fucked up the world is. So
If I can get by with shooting these guns into my lawn, I'm going to do it tonight.
well, make sure you film it and post it all over the internet. You'll get
He's
views.
not doing-
and you'll
he's
probably
joking,
get a few
he's joking.
people showing up. So, but all right, folks, y'all have a great night. Happy New Year to everybody, and we will see y'all technically next
Happy
year.
New Year.
So y'all take care. We're out of here. Good night. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. Yes, Tech Guy Brian, you don't have to worry about it. Mark will be live. He will be live. Trust me. He will be live.